Hey everyone, after getting my fill of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Absolem, I finally decided to dive headfirst into the Marvelverse, and let me tell you, the villains here are next level insane. In Marvel Cosmic Invasion, you get to pick your fighter from a roster full of iconic heroes, each with their own unique moves and fighting style. Whether you're a fan of fast combos, heavy hitters, or tricky ranged attacks, there's something for everyone, and choosing the right character can totally change your game. So, to save you from endless trial and error, we put together a full character tier list for Marvel Cosmic Invasion. We break down who's dominating the battlefield, who's fun but a little tricky to master, and who you might want to leave on the bench for now. Stick around, because we're about to jump into all the cosmic chaos and show you which heroes you definitely don't want to miss. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking characters in Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
My friends, only 0.1% of viewers subscribe. If you like this type of content, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance for your support.
The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Rocket Raccoon, Spider-Man, and Beta Ray Bill. Let's be honest, C tier in Marvel Cosmic Invasion is like that quirky friend who sometimes surprises you, but mostly just keeps you on your toes. These fighters aren't exactly the stars of the show, but depending on the stage and your tag team combo, they can totally shine. It's all about picking the right moment to let them flex. First up, we have Rocket Raccoon. Now, this little guy might be small, but he packs a punch from a distance. His ranged offensive moves are solid, and his special attacks actually cover some serious ground. The catch? Don't expect him to dominate in close quarters. If enemies get in his face, Rocket Raccoon tends to fumble, and flying enemies? Let's just say he has a bit of a bird problem. Then there's Spider-Man. Fast, nimble, and undeniably iconic, Spider-Man moves across the battlefield like he's swinging through New York streets. His webbings slow down enemies, which is handy, but here's the thing, his offensive options are kind of underwhelming. Unlike Venom, whose swings feel downright lethal, Spider-Man's swings are mostly just decorative. Honestly, I was expecting more from him too, considering he is arguably the most popular Marvel character on the planet. Next, let's talk about Beta Ray Bill. This guy is a powerhouse, his attacks hit hard, and that hammer? Oh boy, it's not just a hammer, it's like a mini homing missile that can spin in place. Very cinematic. But there's a catch, you can only use the hammer 3 times before it needs a recharge. Combine that with his painfully slow movement, and you've got a fighter who demands some patience and strategy to really shine. What's fun about these C-tier fighters is that they each bring a unique twist. Rocket Raccoon rewards smart positioning and keeping your enemies at a distance. Spider-Man can be a sneaky support character in the right setup, slowing down big threats while your main fighter cleans up. Beta Ray Bill, he's the go big or go home type. When that hammer hits, it's satisfying, but you better make it count. Honestly, playing with these characters is more about style than sheer power. If you're in it just to dominate, you might be frustrated, but if you enjoy a little tactical play and some laughs along the way, C-tier fighters can be unexpectedly entertaining. It's like inviting that friend who shows up with weird snacks to your party. They might not steal the spotlight, but they make the experience memorable. So, when you're building your tag team, think twice before writing off these special task fighters. Each has its quirks, strengths, and weaknesses, and if you play to those, they can actually turn the tide of battle in surprising ways. And honestly, there's a strange joy in winning a tough stage with a character everyone else would scoff at. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Iron Man, Storm, Nova, and She-Hulk. You know that feeling when your main fighter is struggling and you need a backup plan that won't make you want to throw your controller. That's exactly where B tier comes in. These superheroes aren't the first pick for domination, but they shine when you need a plan B to handle tricky enemies or those annoying flying types. Let's start with She-Hulk. Oh yes, the powerhouse herself. She-Hulk isn't just strong, she's the strongest fighter in the game. Massive damage, the ability to grab and toss enemies around like they're action figures, it's pure chaos in the best way possible. That said, she moves slower than a turtle in molasses. If you're expecting her to zip across the battlefield, think again. Plus, her range isn't exactly impressive, so you'll need to get up close and personal. Next up, Storm. This is where things get cinematic. Her special attack covers the entire screen, which is ridiculously satisfying to watch. You know that feeling when you hit every enemy at once? That's Storm's specialty. Add in excellent movement and the ability to deal shock damage, and you've got a fighter who can control the battlefield from a distance. The downside? Her close range options are kind of weak, and that Arctic wind attack only has 3 charges before you have to wait. Timing is everything with her. Nova is your air control expert. If you need to dominate the skies or shoot enemies from a safe distance, Nova's your guy. His ranged attacks are solid, and he fits nicely in a secondary role for those tricky stages. That said, Nova is kind of a jack of all trades, master of none type. His special attack is strong, but it takes a little patience to activate, so you can't just spam it willy-nilly. Iron Man is a crowd control machine. His dive punch hits multiple enemies at once, which is perfect when you're swarmed. And don't forget the repulsor blast. It's a really efficient ranged option for dealing consistent damage. The catch? You have to charge it frequently, and his basic melee attack doesn't reach very far. So while he's flashy and effective, timing and positioning are key. What's fun about B tier is that each character fills a very specific role. She-Hulk is your brute force, Storm is your screen-wiping sorceress, Nova is your airborne specialist, and Iron Man is your flexible support with some serious AoE flair. It's like assembling a team of utility superheroes who swoop in just when your main fighter hits a snag. Playing these characters requires a little strategy, but the payoff is worth it. Pulling off a massive She-Hulk throw or wiping out a group of enemies with Storm's special is immensely satisfying. B tier isn't about being the star, it's about being the reliable backup that makes your victories cleaner and more stylish. Honestly, these fighters make you feel clever. It's not just about raw power, it's about knowing when to deploy them, how to use their strengths, and covering for your main fighter's weaknesses. Using them effectively can make stages that seemed impossible suddenly feel manageable. So, when you're putting together a tag team, don't underestimate B tier. They might not be flashy headliners, but they're the unsung heroes who get the job done when your main fighter can't. And if you play them right, they can even steal the spotlight in those plan B moments that feel ridiculously good to pull off. At the end of the day, B tier is all about versatility and timing. They reward thoughtful play and can turn a tricky battle into a triumphant one. So next time you're stuck on a stage, remember, sometimes the backup plan is actually the best plan. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Phoenix, Captain America, Wolverine, and Black Panther. A tier in Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a tricky little spot. These fighters are fantastic on paper, fast, powerful, and flashy, but none of them are perfect solo. You'll find yourself constantly switching depending on the enemy type or stage, because each one has a weakness that can leave you in trouble if you're not careful. It's like having a sports car that's amazing on the highway but struggles in the mud. You just have to know when to push it. Let's start with Black Panther. Quick, sleek, and deadly, he moves across the battlefield like he owns it. His attacks are fast, his movement is even faster, and he can throw poison daggers to keep enemies on their toes. The catch? He can only throw 3 daggers before needing to recharge, and his punches have a rather short range, so while he's brilliant in close quarters, you'll need backup when things get spread out. Next up is Phoenix. This one is pure chaos in the best way possible. Phoenix has arguably the best special in the game and can handle crowds with multiple moves. She can even grab and throw enemies from afar, making her a versatile nightmare for anyone standing in her way. That said, the grab move needs a recharge, so timing is crucial. Spamming it will leave you vulnerable. Captain America brings a unique mix of offense and defense. His homing shield is the only ranged attack in A tier that doesn't require a recharge, which is perfect for picking off flying enemies or covering a distance. He moves quickly, hits decently in melee, and is just solid all around. The downside? His special isn't anything to write home about, and he can't deal with airborne foes like the other ranged characters. Now, Wolverine. The classic. If you love close combat fighters, this guy is your dream. He executes powerful combos, has fantastic range for melee, and can grab and throw enemies like a pro. The problem? He is hilariously terrible at dealing with flying enemies and lacks ranged options, so every time some airborne nuisance shows up, you'll be switching him out faster than you can say adamantium claws. What's fun about A tier is that it really rewards strategic play. You can't just pick one character and go full autopilot. You have to read the battlefield, plan your switches, and use each fighter's strengths at the right moment. It's like playing a tactical game of rock, paper, scissors, but with superheroes. These fighters make you feel powerful when used correctly. Pulling off a string of combos with Wolverine or clearing a crowd with Phoenix is immensely satisfying. But miss your timing or leave their weaknesses exposed, and suddenly the fight gets a lot more chaotic and a lot more fun, if you like that kind of challenge. In a tag team, a tier characters shine because they force you to be thoughtful. Black Panther's speed, Phoenix crowd control, Captain America's balanced defense, and Wolverine's devastating melee all complement each other if you manage your swaps well. They're not one-trick ponies, they're a tactical playground. So, when you're picking your next tag team, don't just look at raw power. A tier fighters are amazing, but they need a good teammate to cover their blind spots. Master them, pair them smartly, and you'll feel like an unstoppable Marvel commander, switching heroes at just the right moment to crush any enemy that dares to show up. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Silver Surfer, Phyla-Vell, Venom, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. As S tier in Marvel, Cosmic Invasion is basically where the fun never stops. These heroes can handle anything the game throws at them. Ground enemies, flying enemies, you name it. Once you unlock these bad boys, you won't be switching characters much, because they pretty much give you everything you need to crush a stage. The only catch? Not all of them are available right from the start, so patience is key if you want to field Phyla-Vell or Silver Surfer. Let's kick things off with Cosmic Ghost Rider. If versatility had a poster child, it would be him. He's strong at both short and long-range combat, and his long-range attack fires a whopping 10 missiles. His basic attack hits enemies in the air and on the ground, and he even has a cover over here scorpion-style pull that drags enemies right into trouble. In short, he's chaos in the best way possible. Next up is Phyla-Vell. Talk about flashy moves. Her teleport slash attack is both effective and super satisfying, while her downward slash lets you swoop in on unsuspecting foes. Mobility, she's basically a ninja in space. And her special attack, it almost covers the entire screen, making her an absolute powerhouse for crowd control. Timing it right feels like orchestrating a symphony of destruction. Then we have Silver Surfer, the speed demon of the game. He's officially the fastest character, dominates in air combat, and has an excellent melee range. His special covers a large part of the screen, making him perfect for wiping out both airborne and ground enemies in one go. The only downside is that you have to unlock him first, but trust me, it's worth the wait. Venom rounds out the S tier lineup, and he is pure mayhem. His symbiote Wrecking Ball attack demolishes flying enemies, while Symbiote Shark attacks both ground and air units. On top of that, he can grab and slam enemies, turning the battlefield into his personal playground. He's slightly slower than the others, but when he lands his attacks, it feels incredibly satisfying. What makes S tier so fun is that you don't really need to babysit your tag team. These characters are self-sufficient, allowing you to focus on chaining combos, dodging enemy attacks, and pulling off those cinematic moments you've been dreaming of. It's basically the easy mode of style and power combined. These heroes reward strategic play without punishing you for experimenting. Cosmic Ghost Rider lets you pull enemies into the perfect combo. Phyla-Vell moves like a blur while covering huge areas. Silver Surfer slices through the air at lightning speed, and Venom just, well, wrecks everything in sight. Playing them makes every stage feel like a personal highlight reel. Honestly, once you get your hands on S tier, you'll notice a huge difference in how smoothly stages go. You'll be finishing levels faster, pulling off crazy combos, and honestly, just having fun without constantly swapping your characters like in lower tiers. It's pure superhero bliss. So, if you're building your ultimate tag team, make sure to prioritize S tier heroes. They can tackle all enemy types, deliver insane damage, and make you feel like the unstoppable cosmic warrior you always dreamed of being. Unlock them, master them, and watch as the game bends to your will. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe,